Hello dear viewers, welcome to this session. In this video we will see discounted cash flow, how to calculate discounted cash flow, and why we need to discount cash flows. This is very important concept to understand before we jump into calculating discounted cash flows. We go for discounting cash flows because of time value of money. The time value of money here is very important concept for us to discount the cash flows which are going to be generated from our investment. It's because that money today, the money on our hand today is more valuable than money tomorrow. You have here a simple example. Imagine you have an investment you are putting your money into. You invest about 500 USA dollar now, and then you expect to generate $30 in the first year, $120 in the second year, $300 in the third year, and so on until the fifth year. And it's expected that after fifth year or after 5 years of service, your project or your investment will be obsolete. So that's why we are having these 5 productive years of generating cash or cash flows. When we expect $30 to receive in the first year, this is future value. It's not on our hand. And for us to find the equivalent value at present, we calculate present value. So in this case, we have 27 here. This 27 shows the present value of our future $30. And you see the difference here. This is the discount. At the end of first year, we'll be receiving $30, which is equivalent to $27 now. And the difference is the discount, which is the interest of 10%. So that's how it goes like this. To calculate present value, it's very simple. We can recalculate here present value by using this formula. Present value is equivalent to future value over, in the bracket, 1 plus interest rate elevated by the time, by the number of years. So we click here, equal sign, and then we can simply calculate the present value by putting by using this example. So we have the future value for the first year, 30 over, in the bracket, 1 plus interest rate is here 10%, close the bracket, and use this symbol to show the degree of elevation, and then go for time to show it is first year. So we get the same result here, which is $27, So in the same way, we can calculate for other years the present value. I'm just showing how we calculate this one. And let me copy paste this formula to the right and see if something's wrong. It's wrong. You know why? It's taking this value, instead of taking this one or showing this one. So we come here and we have to fix the sale reference of interest rate. You see it is in C4, which is right, but when you come to here, it's taking value from D4. D4 is an empty or blank cell. So we come here, we fix the Say the difference of interest rate, and then that's it. Move the year, number of years can be moving, no problem, but we should the interest rate should not move to the right when we move the when we copy paste the formula. So you see this one, 99, 99, 150, 150, the same. So this is how we calculate present value. So what we are seeing here is, in short, we have an investment that will generate $30 in the first year, $120 in the second year. The present value for that $30, which will be received after 1 year, is 27, and the present value for that money which we are going to receive after second year is $99. So this is the difference after we reduce or after we discount the cash flow. That's it. Now let's go to the discounted cash flows. This is discounted, how to calculate discounted cash flows. Now let's calculate net present value. Net present value is very important for us to decide on a feasibility of the project. Whether the project is feasible or not, we decide based on our net present value. So to calculate the net present value is, in short, the sum of the initial investment and discounted cash flows. So it's equal to, or plus sign, the summation of this one, and then close the bracket. That's it, which is about minus $66.82. So this is the net present value, which is the difference, you see here, the sum of discounted cash flows minus initial investment. The initial investment here is minus 500. Since it is cash outflow, we put in the negative sign, and then we deduct this initial investment from the sum of these discounted cash flows. That's it. In addition to this, or as alternative to this, we can directly use the inbuilt formula of net present value. Excel has its own inbuilt formula of net present value. Let's see. When you click on equal sign and then NPV, which means net present value, it is suggesting some information or inputs to be added. So the first one is interest rate, and then value. The values, value 1, value 2, value 3 continues. So we can simply take the cash flow, which is the forecasted cash flow. The forecasted cash flow. So we have here, we have to include also the cash flow and then the forecasted cash flows, not the discounted cash flows. And then close the bracket and see, let's see if the result we get here and we are going to get here are the same or not. Now let me click enter. You see there is a difference when we apply net present value formula from the Excel sheet. There is a difference of like $7 or $6. What is the reason behind that? It's because the net present value considered here minus $500. For this one there is no present value because we are putting this money as initial cost. So it included this one. We need to sum up this one in different way. So let's do in this way. Equal to the sum of the initial investment. Since it is in negative, doesn't matter. You can simply add it up. And then I put net present value of the rate here. And then all the remaining expected or predicted cash flows. and then double bracket. Since we have here one bracket open and the other bracket should be here, and the net present value um, is including interest rate and then the predicted cash flows for 5 years. Then click enter. You see the result is exactly the same here and there. The problem we have here, the problem we faced here is already solved. So this is how to directly uh, use net present value to decide on the feasibility of our investment proposal. So what will be the decision? We are having here negative $66.82. It's negative in both cases. This red color shows negative in the bracket. This also negative. So what will be our decision? We reject our proposal because the discounted cash flows, the discounted cash flows or the sum of the present value from the investment is less than the initial investment. The initial investment. So that's why we reject the proposal. If the net present value is negative, then we directly go to reject the proposal. And if net present value, which is the difference of the sum of discount cash flows and the initial investment, is positive, we accept that investment decision. And if it is equal, that's indifferent. It depends on some other factors to decide on the project feasibility. I hope you have learned something new. I will be coming up with more videos. If you have any question, you can ask me and write on the comment section. Thank you for your time. See you with more videos.